Good evening, Lake Orion. Dang, I was wanting a funeral today. I'm your host. I'm the Ant, and I am between Taorminas.
Oh, boys. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
I feel like
3 weeks.
The summer schedule's throwing me off.
I was thinking I wanted a burial today.
You wanted a burial, huh? You wanted a little funeral. Well,
oh yeah.
Too bad.
Can't get rid of me that fast. Just like you can't really flush me down the toilet in mini golf either, huh?
You got the toilet bowl in mini golf.
Yeah, you do.
You do.
That's a champion, right?
No.
What does it mean?
Toilet bowl
That means you finished last place, genius.
Out of how many?
Out of 6.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah,
Wow.
you finished 6 of 6. I finished 4th.
I had 3rd.
Our proud producer, Pat Ronan, finished 5th, and you just finished last.
Oh, man. Well, you know, we're not here to talk mini golf. We don't want to bore the people with the rankings, even though I think they're a little skewed, right?
You be quiet.
All right, hey, let's talk Tigers. It's been a while, and they've had some interesting changes since we've been apart. You know, since we've talked last, and they open a series tonight in a little bit against Cleveland. Cleveland has had the Indians' number.
Cleveland has had the Tigers number.
The Indians have had Cleveland's number. Detroit's had the Tigers' number. The Lions have had my number. Anyways, I'm just kidding. Cleveland's had Detroit's number. They've owned us, what, 2 of 6?
Yeah.
2 of 7, something like that? Who's on the mound tonight? Sanchez.
Yes.
What do you guys look for in this start?
I'm scared stiff because Sanchez gave up 3 home runs against Toronto.
Well,
because you got to look at here with what 5 runs and 3 home runs is not going to get it done.
No, not on any field.
Nope.
The Tigers are struggling right now.
Yeah.
Are they 2.5 back of the Shy Sox?
Yes.
You go through, Jim Leland said, basically you go through winning runs and you go through losing runs.
Right.
Right now the Tigers are in a losing run. I'm not jumping off. I do believe the Tigers will bounce back from this, as they have in the past.
Yeah.
And bottom line is that right now they're just in a bit of a losing funk. Right now they had a tough series with Boston. For some reason at Boston, it's been tough for the Tigers in terms of winning there.
Can't win in Boston. Tigers cannot win in Boston.
It seems like they
Thankfully,
can't.
the series of Boston's over. Tigers got a really tough stretch coming up. They have to play Cleveland for 3,
Right.
the Yankees for 4.
Right.
And that's not going to be, and you still got to play Chicago a couple
No
more
A-Rod
times.
for New York, I
You
might
got to
add.
play,
What? Why not?
because he's still in the DL.
Finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
If you got to look at what the Tigers got a really tough stretch. You know, Chicago, of course, got to play the Angels tonight at U.S. Cellular. So we hope the Angels can at least, hopefully, not spend the rest of their firepower after they did with Texas.
Well, the Angels, we do see the Angels again twice. They
Yeah,
come
we
here,
do.
we go there again.
Yep.
You know, but we're getting in the dog days of August here, right? Is it time that this team just shows us what they really are? Because it's been an up and down year. It's been a roller coaster. You can't put your finger on what they are.
No.
They went on a tear to get over 500. They were one of the hottest teams in baseball for most of July. Guys, what do you want? What's going to either be the saving grace or the downfall of this team?
It started with the Cleveland series. We all thought the Tigers would win that series. I talked about, if you remember, the Tigers have got to keep winning series.
Right.
They did not win the series against Cleveland. They did not win the series against Toronto. And they did not win the series against Boston. You look at those, they've lost 3 series in a row.
Yeah.
That's not going to get the job done.
Nope.
And if the White Sox keep winning, you can kiss the Central goodbye. And even the wild card, if you look at it, you got the Angels threatening, you've got the Athletics threatening.
Who?
I mean, your boy Brandon Inge and the Oakland Athletics are threatening.
Am I in the Twilight Zone? How is that possible?
Well, Oakland's had starting pitching, and of course, give credit to Billy Bean.
He can draft pitchers.
Yes, he can.
And he can sell off pitchers, too.
Yes,
well.
he can. But
go ahead, Sam. I'm sorry.
if you look at with with the series, you're exactly right. I think that that the Tigers' schedule is really brutal coming up. They got, if you look at
they got to keep winning series.
Yes, I agree on that. But the problem is,
there shouldn't be a problem.
If they don't blow, if they lose 2 or 3 to Cleveland, they're done.
All right.
So you're saying that if the Tigers lose this series to Cleveland, they're done.
Yes.
What?
They're done.
Wow. You're in
They're
denial.
done.
Are you in denial?
I'm not in denial because here's why. Here's why. Because, if the Tigers lose 2 or 3, they've only had 3 wins against Cleveland. And, of course, they got, if they lose after the series, but if they lose 2 or 3, they're done. They're done.
You're in denial because
I'm not in denial.
Glenn Miller said you hopped off the bandwagon, and I'm starting to believe him.
Glenn Miller.
Yes, Glenn Miller.
Was that a fake host while I was gone, or who's Glenn Miller?
No, Glenn Miller is Joe Barnes' dad. Shout out to Glenn.
Oh. Well,
Also,
I believe we have a little Joe Barnes requested topic later.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Anyways, Tiger talk still. Glenn Miller, love you, babe. Good job.
You're cold.
Listen, before we go to break, pitching or hitting, which one will either kill this team down the stretch or pick up this team and carry them into the playoffs?
Pitching, because, I question the Sanchez trade and the Infante trade because, what you're putting 5 righties in your lineup. You sort of, where's the balance? You know what I mean? Where is the balance with this team? Because if you're going to put 5 righties in a pitching lineup, you're just asking yourself for trouble. And I think that's what the Tigers are right now.
So pitching's going to kill the team.
Pitching's going to kill the team.
Okay.
I do think right now in this losing stretch right now, it has been the pitching. Probably on the other losing stretch that the Tigers have had, it was hitting, and it was the lack of run support. Right now, it's been the pitching because all the Tigers pitchers have been getting rocked.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they need both if they're going to get out of this losing funk and if they're going to start winning series. The thing is, they got to start winning series. If they don't win series, we're looking at a long, long winter for the Tigers.
That's something I don't want to think about right now. But any final words, right quick, about the Tigers? Anything you want to see this series?
Well, if they can have both pitching and hitting because they're 2 over 500 home.
Sam, people come here for some real analysis. Don't tell me pitching and hitting. Anyone that watches baseball knows that. Give me something in depth.
Well,
Give me a player. Give me a pitcher. Give me a starter. Give me a bullpen
key
guy.
player is going to be.
Who needs to get hot?
I think it's going to be Omar Infante. Tigers picked him up for a reason.
Now that's my man. Thank you. Good job. Very good job. Ant, what do you got?
Bottom line is Cabrera and Fielder can hit all the home runs they want. Bottom line is everybody else has got to produce. So I'm going to say everybody else.
5 through 9.
5 through 9.
Beautiful. Boys, that's how we do business. We come back, we're going to talk Olympics on Between Taorminas.
Prescription drug abuse is a national epidemic. The new in way to obtain drugs is through parents' or grandparents' medicine chests. Removing prescriptions from your cabinet is the best way to keep drugs out of the hands of our young people. We've got to work together to protect our teens, our seniors, and our environment. Clean out your medicine cabinet today. Please participate in Operation Medicine Cabinet and drop off your unwanted or expired prescriptions at one of our law enforcement drop-off sites in Oakland County. We can't ignore this situation anymore.
We own a Habitat home.
I love working on my Habitat home.
Soy dueño de una casa de Habitat.
My neighbor is a Habitat homeowner.
Being a Habitat homeowner has changed our lives.
My mortgage payment for Habitat is less than what I paid for rent.
Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County currently has homes available with mortgage payments lower than most rent payments. If you or someone you know needs decent and affordable housing, call 248-338-1843 or visit our website at habitatoakland.org.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas, where dreams are made and good sports analysis is sometimes hard to come by. Just kidding. Hey, Olympics are on. It's a great time of the year. Every 4 years it happens, actually. Not every year. But It's been a bit of an interesting Olympics because you go into it and, of course, Michael Phelps was the king of Beijing, right?
The NBC issues we had.
There's a laundry list of issues with NBC.
Yes.
My biggest concern with NBC, Ryan Seacrest. What are you doing? Doing sports. I mean, what?
Get him off.
Get him off.
Thank you.
Get him off, please.
Maybe that's a future call out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Potentially.
That could be for you.
So, aside from the delayed start issue, whatever you call it, with NBC, kind of gymnastics is coming out of the woodwork here to take away from Michael Phelps and what he's doing.
Well, you got to look at here. They got the new Fab Five, I believe I call it, but I don't. But that's, to me, that's reserved for Michigan basketball. But I think it's been an interesting Olympics so far. The U.S. is proving itself to be one of the dominant countries, but also China. the medal count's really close between U.S. and China. I think that both countries have shown up ready to go.
What do you think? What do you guys think about the situation in badminton?
Well,
remember the
throwing games.
They were throwing matches so they could get easier draws.
I think it's smart.
Why do you think it's smart?
Why would you want to waste our energy?
But you're screwing over the fans.
You're screwing over the fans.
You're screwing over your country.
Hey, they didn't train in badminton for their entire lives to worry about the fans, all right? Come on now.
You're screwing people
Olympian
over.
badminton players. Well, all right.
But
that's been a minor detail in the storyline here. But what the Phelps issue is something that intrigues me. Here's a guy that kind of came in underrated. Even though
Phelps underrated? Yeah, you're kidding.
A lot of people had concerns with Lockheed.
Yeah, right.
They thought perhaps he's better than Phelps. Perhaps Phelps didn't train hard enough. But I think we have a spoiler alert about Phelps. Should we say it?
Go ahead and say it.
Well, Phelps won gold again today. What was it, 100 IM or something?
100 IM,
but
well,
whatever. But, hey,
I think
17 gold medals now. Go ahead.
I think if you look at it, kind of not bash Michael Phelps or anything like that, but I think a lot of people gave Phelps too much expectations for similar to Beijing, and obviously he finished fourth a couple times. That was like, oh my gosh, Michael Phelps finished fourth.
Yeah.
And
should he have retired? Yada yada yada.
And I think that he should. We gave him too much expectations, and he didn't fulfill them. Now he's starting to get his act back together, starting to finish first again.
A few golds here.
Yeah, he's gonna few gold. Well, but the thing is that the United States has been dominating.
Yeah.
If you look at the entire Olympics, the United States has been dominating.
Pretty much.
Including against China.
Except for trampolining.
If you look at basketball, you look at swimming, you look at volleyball. The United States is ranked, and they've had some very competitive matches in the Olympics.
Well, their men's volleyball team, beach volleyball team, just went home today. One of them. If you look at what I think here, if you got to understand with the Phelps situation, I think that people are just saying, him and Lochte, it's like Lance Armstrong and Alberto Contador in the formerly of the Tour de France. I think that I think Phelps needs a rival that can push him, and that is Ryan Lochte.
Yep.
I think if
it's good because they're both Americans.
People view Michael Phelps as like the hero of an American swimmer. He did swim at Michigan, I understand that, but you got to look at it here. He needs a rival. You know what I mean? And I think that if people just hyping him up way too much, you know what I mean? Just let the guy have fun.
Let the guy have fun.
Yeah.
Win gold medals. Make Subway commercials, Head and Shoulder commercials.
I think he hasn't he hasn't trained really hard, you know what I mean? He started training hard in about a year and a half.
That's been one of the things that kind of knocks against him going in. Mm-hmm. All right, so what's been the most entertaining moment for you guys, Olympics, so far?
I am a fan of I was watching basketball, and I was also watching volleyball.
Close one against Nigeria, eh?
Yeah, that was a close one.
Yeah, right.
The historic 83-point rout. I don't think there's anyone that can beat the United States in men's basketball. I really don't think that. And also, I've been very impressed with women's basketball as well. I'm also impressed with volleyball.
Women's volleyball, indoor.
I've enjoyed indoor volleyball with women. I mean, they're proving that they are the top team in the world, and they just swept China.
Yeah.
And
I'm looking forward to the shot put competitions coming up tonight and Monday with the women. I think that the U.S. is favored. I think in the men's competition tonight, they got at least 3 guys from the U.S. in the final tonight. And
I thought they had 2.
3.
Okay.
And
any of them middle schoolers?
No, they're not middle schoolers, but it's a good opportunity to watch. You know what I mean? Like the Olympics have so far been doing very well. You know what I mean? And of course, you forgot women's soccer, who's also been doing very well.
No, I didn't forget women's soccer.
And of course,
Is Hope Solo playing goalie?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, that's cool. She's all right.
She's been criticizing people again.
Well, that's all right. She can do that. All right. Before we go to the next break here, thing you look forward to most as the Olympics roll on here?
Shot put competition tonight. Looking forward to
so
that.
after that, you're done?
After that, I'm done.
You don't want to watch any of the other track stuff?
Well, I do, yeah.
Okay.
I look forward to that medal count and the United States winning that medal count.
Okay. Good enough. USA, right?
America. USA! USA! USA!
We're going to go to a break.
USA! USA! USA!
We want a Habitat home.
I love working on my Habitat home.
Soy dueño de una casa de Habitat.
My neighbor is a Habitat homeowner.
Being a Habitat homeowner has changed our lives.
My mortgage payment for Habitat is less than what I paid for rent.
Habitat for Humanity of Oakland County currently has homes available with mortgage payments lower than most rent payments. If you or someone you know needs decent and affordable housing, call 248-338-1843 or visit our website at habitatoakland.org.
Prescription drug abuse is a national epidemic. The new in way to obtain drugs is through parents' or grandparents' medicine chests. Removing prescriptions from your cabinet is the best way to keep drugs out of the hands of our young people. We've got to work together to protect our teens, our seniors, and our environment. Clean out your medicine cabinet today. Please participate in Operation Medicine Cabinet and drop off your unwanted or expired prescriptions at one of our law enforcement drop-off sites in Oakland County. We can't ignore this situation anymore.
Welcome back to Between Taorminas here on Orion Neighborhood Television.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Orion TV.
That's right.
Okay.
Confirmed? Okay. Now we had I was out in the community last night, being a member of the community, socializing with people. And we had an avid fan, Mr. Joe Barnes, request we speak about a topic.
Okay.
And that is preseason college football rankings. And is it ever too early to talk football?
Oh, no, it's not. I mean, there's 4 Big Ten teams ranked in the top 25 of the USA Today Coach Poll. Of course, Michigan being 8th, Wisconsin 12th, Michigan State 13th, and Nebraska 16th. I think Michigan State's ranked way too low. They should be ranked higher than Michigan.
Well, I think the director just chimed in. I think he said agreed. As we all know, Mr. Pat Ronan, the director.
Yeah.
Sparty. Big Sparty.
Michigan number 8.
A little too high.
I don't know about that one, especially with them going against Alabama that first game in Dallas. That's not going to be easy.
And where's Alabama ranked?
Number 2.
That's right.
So that ain't going to be a game.
Is that kind of like Old Blue though? Be a little bit overrated.
I think Michigan's overrated. If you look at it, I think they're going to go 8-4 this year.
That's feasible.
I think they're going to go 8-4. In my opinion, I think Michigan State's going to go 11-1 this year.
Feasible. I'm not going to argue with that. A lot of people would.
I can see that happening. Shout out Ethan Ruland, Michigan State.
All right, fire up Chips.
No, that's Sparty.
Oh,
that's not
Sparty
Central.
On, Sparty on.
Oh, okay.
But I do see that. But you notice something? No Ohio State.
That's also interesting, and I think they're going to be the surprise of the Big Ten. Even
they
though
got a 1-year bowl ban.
Well, they can't do anything.
They can't do anything about that.
But I think they're going to still be pretty
threaten.
good.
I mean, if you look, they can still threaten in the Big Ten
and look
in
at
the regular season.
U of M has to go down to the
Columbus. That ain't going to be fun for them.
No, with Uncle Urban waiting for him too.
That ain't gonna be fun.
Who knows with Penn State too? I mean, you got Penn State. We have heard some of their players have transferred already to other teams like LSU, USC. I mean, who knows? They could contend. Who knows? I mean, they can make the regular season there.
Well, they're not going to a bowl.
They're not going to a bowl.
But they can make the regular season there.
They can.
They can.
Basically, if you're Wisconsin, you're saying thank you to a couple different schools.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So anything else? Any other surprises you wanted to hit real quick before
I'm going to expect a very good college football season. I think that, like I said, I'm very content with Michigan State being 11-1 this year.
Okay. I dig it.
I do think that when you look at the rankings, I've said this before about Michigan State. I think Michigan State does better when they're under the radar. I don't like that Michigan State is ranked as high as they are. I think I've always said this about them from basketball, but I also think about football as well. I think as far as Michigan goes, I think it's a little too high.
Yep.
So, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. And right now we're going to see a call-out.
Call-out, yes.
And I believe Antonio's first. So, Ant, do your thing, man.
This week my call-out is one of Lake Orion's finest. Lake Orion shot put coach and also Lake Orion girls basketball coach Steve Roberts.
Oh, good.
A lot of people ask, why am I calling out Steve Roberts? I had the pleasure of managing for him for girls basketball for 4 years.
What a pleasure.
It was a great time. I really had a great time.
He was my driver's ed teacher.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yeah, we were in a group together.
Yes.
Yeah, that was fun.
Rob, as much as this is a call-out, it's much more praise to you and more respect.
Come on, call him out. Give it to him.
You'll see.
Truly, truly a great man. God bless you, Coach Roberts.
Oh, man. This is a praise hour?
Right. Well, let's look at who I'm going to call out. The Detroit News columnist, who I bashed for so long. He gives no respect to Lake Orion sports, especially the football program. And this guy I have a huge beef with, and he hates me. This guy's name is Tom Markowski. Tom Markowski, why? Let's look at what you've done. You hyped Detroit up based on Wayne County, based on you saying you're like a Wayne County insider. I see you having to deal with Oakland County and Macomb County. I see here with you is, where do you get your insight from? Where do you get your insight? I ask you that question. If you look at yourself here in the mirror, 2010, let's look at it here. Detroit Cass Tech, Lake Orion. You picked Detroit Cass Tech, and look what happened. Let's go with the state championship game. You picked Plymouth. Gee, I wonder who won the state championship that year. Gee, at least I'm holding a happy ever after state championship. If your expertise is like, I have to question where you going for. You know what I mean? Your picks, you were 40, you have a good wing percentage, I understand that. But I have a better wing percentage than you do in life itself.
What?
And Tom Markowski, you're a disgrace.
What?
You disgrace the media experts, and I'm going to say this here. You keep calm and you carry on with your life. Keep on and carry with your life, Tom Markowski. And come meet me, we'll debate, and I'll bash you any day of the week, twice on Sundays.
Wow. Hey, Sammy, this is also for you, too. You got to keep calm and carry on.
That's
not just for Tom Markowski. That's for you, too.
Gee, that's nice. That is nice for me. That's very nice. Keep calm and carry on.
Yep, you got to keep calm and carry on.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful
sight.
It is.
You jerks. You all right there, Sam? You get it all out? You got any more left in the tank?
Keep calm
Tom
and
Markowski.
Okay.
You are aware that I do see Tom Markowski at Oakland basketball games, right?
You are a bad man, Tom Markowski.
You are aware that I do see Tom Markowski at Oakland basketball games. And he could come out to Lake Orion games, too.
Yeah.
He doesn't come out very often, but he does come to Lake Orion football games.
I think he's got an open invite for this show, too.
He's got an open invite. Yeah. I'm challenging him to come on the show.
I'm going to set you've called out a lot of media members.
A lot of media people.
I'm going to set the over-under at the ones that actually come on the show at 0. And I'll take the under. You bash them until they're blue in the face, and then I don't know if they're coming
I don't know.
on.
I can see a couple guys coming on there that
You
I
think
meet
so?
people. Yeah, I do.
I hope so.
I think so. I really do.
You know, Pat Caputo.
Who knows?
We're waiting for you, buddy.
Pat Caputo, Dan Stickrat, Keith Dunlap. Who knows?
All right. Any other words of wisdom?
Well, I'm gonna say here is a football's on here, and of course the Jailbirds, known as Detroit Lions, are in training camp.
Lake Orion football, Lake Orion fall sports. It's all on the horizon. It's going to be an exciting fall.
And also read my blog. You know what I mean, for the Dragon's Den. 08 previews on there in the Dragon's Den on Blogspot. Okay, you can check it out.
All right. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And que pasa, que pasa.
All right. We'll see you next week. We're gonna talk some sports. He's gonna
Adios.
yell. He's gonna pat somebody on the fanny, and it's gonna be good. See you next week.